What a story, though. What a great love story between Jill Biden and Joe Biden. It's just a different kind of marriage. This is a love match like the Obamas were. So I think that'll be healing for the country, too.
How does a country solve its problems? Its leaders must display their affection publicly. This will cause the biggest of economic, job and health crisis to simply vanish as millions of people come together to witness the public display of affection between their leaders. The Democrats have always had a thing for the optics. The Bidens, however, have gone a step further and are rubbing their romance on the noses of all Americans. Hi and welcome to TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I am your host Sanbir Singh Ranhotra, and in this video we'll explain how Jill and Joe Biden have taken to heal America solely with their love. The United States today stands more divided than ever, and it is faced with many problems at the same time, most prominent of them being the coronavirus pandemic. If we take the words of the mainstream media at face value, then Joe Biden has found the perfect solution to all the problems that the USA is facing right now. Jill and Joe Biden's public display of affection is bringing people together and making all the problems the country is facing disappear in thin air. Love is in the air, and by showing the presidential love story to the whole world and publicly flaunting the affection between Jill and Joe Biden, the American media has jumped on the bandwagon. The mainstream media is providing absurd reasonings about why these displays are more significant than anything else to heal America. What about addressing job losses, or people dying of the pandemic, or even businesses going bankrupt? No policy decision can be compared to the impact the romance between the Bidens will have, or at least this is what the media wants everyone to believe. The Politico tried to provide substance to these absurd claims. It mentioned that Jill and Joe Biden are trying something novel. They are on a mission to rebuild institutional norms and help heal a hurting nation. These claims are objectively absurd. Such claims would only make sense if the attempt is to provide American people with memes and comic relief so they can laugh away their problems. The Bidens have been at it from the time of the campaign days. In a bizarre turn of events, the then Democratic presidential candidate and now President Joe Biden bit the finger of his wife Jill Biden as she introduced him during a campaign event on November 30th, 2019 in Council Bluffs, Iowa. Other than this, the liberal media wants everyone to believe that if the whole of America just watches and believes the PDAs put on display by First Lady Jill Biden and President Joe Biden, all its problems will be solved. The public display of affection between the Bidens has been, in a sense, overshadowed by the affection American media is displaying for the Democrat President Joe Biden. The tough questions that were posed to Donald Trump have, since the coming of Joe Biden, been transformed into the type of questions an employee asks their boss before they want to get a promotion. These media houses bent over backwards to celebrate these shallow PR tactics from President Joe Biden. A headline from Politico on Valentine's Day says, historians and relationship experts agree the first couple's romantic gestures aren't just genuine, they're restorative. The American media, and especially the left liberal cabal, has become a PR agency for the Democratic Party, trying to carry the newly elected president in a palanquin, isolated from any uncomfortable questions. This was best visible when all these media houses went into celebration as soon as Joe Biden was sworn in as the President of the United States of America.
Those lights that are just shooting out from the Lincoln Memorial along the reflecting pool, it's like almost extensions of Joe Biden's arms embracing America.
Such personification is only done when either a person is looking for a pay raise or some other form of profit is sure to arrive. All these things tell us a simple fact, that is, all the relevant actions of the Bidens will be shown to have some sort of a magical impact in solving the issues faced by America. However, on the ground, things will only get worse. Joe Biden is healing the country with his public display of affection, and it is only the privileged ones who can agree with such brazen claims of the mainstream media from the comforts of their homes. All of those suffering and facing problems are either termed white supremacists or Trump supporters, who, according to them, need to be kept behind bars.